natural alignment. We also, with the double S curves, we have a beautiful curve on the sacrum, which goes backward. We have a beautiful curve on our lumbar spine, which goes inward to the belly. We have a beautiful backward and the torso behind the heart, and we have a beautiful curve forward in our cervix, in our neck. And we explored how often we use all the muscles to hold that alignment in our spine, which makes it, creates healthy space for our discs and for the nerves that enter and come out of the spine on the side. Today, we're gonna go more to the shoulder girdle and our arms and hands. So we say in TriYoga that the throat chakra is connected to our arms and our hands. And it's very important for the health of our wrists and our shoulders to place our hands well. We anyhow do a lot with our hands in TriYoga, with our mudras, because we want to expand our awareness all the way to the tip of the fingers. We want to be aware what our body is doing, from the toes to the hands to the crown. So this little picture I find very helpful to have a look in cat and mountain pose, which areas should be wearing pressure and which should not wear pressure in our hands. The purple and pink one, the purple one here on the base of our hands, it's more pink. The pink one on the base of the hand, close to the wrist, says, avoid putting pressure on there.
Dagmar, I've got just the lumbar spine.
Okay, thank you. It does it to me all the time.
Oh, there we go. Yes.
Okay, thank you, Sandra. So the base of the hands with the ball of the thumb and the ball of the little finger, so on the very base where the wrist is, that's where we should avoid putting pressure on. Let's say in our mountain pose, we often hang in there, or students hang in there. We don't want to put their pressure on it because it creates pressure onto our wrist joint. The dark green points is where we want to have a lot of pressure. The index finger, thumb, the ball of the index finger, the ball of the thumb, and the ball of the little finger. The center of the palm, we want to lift. Just we want to imagine that something sucks up from there. And secondary pressure points on the mat are the little finger, the ring finger, and the index, the middle finger. The purple point is says don't let that part of your hand lift. So we really want to ground there. And often the ball of the thumb and that purple part is lifting. It's a weakness in a certain arm muscle that go all the way up towards forearm and upper arm. So it's a real training of awareness to keep that part down to the mat, not to lift that up. So we really just want to create a discipline to keep these points down, to strengthen these arm muscles, and then it becomes just second nature. I'm gonna refer during the practice to these points. Let's move up with our awareness from the hands through the arms to the shoulders. And our shoulder plates, they are just lying on our ribs. And they can glide in certain directions. The rotator cuff muscles lie around the shoulder plates and make them move up, down, sideways. You can try the first movement. You can elevate, which we classically say, pull your shoulder plates up. That's elevation. So you pull the shoulder plates up and down. Pushing them down away from the ear is depression. Pulling the shoulder blades towards the spine is adduction. So you feel when you pull the shoulder blades towards the spine, I can see it in you. You open the front of the chest, but can you also feel that you compress the back a little bit between the shoulder blades. So you open the front of the heart and you compress a little bit the back of the heart. Then we have adduction. That's only pulling the shoulder blades out to the side, not up, not down, only out to the side. And you can feel when we do an abduction, it's quite a broadening in the chest, front and back. And then there is an upward rotation, and that's automatically when you lift your arm like upward salute over the side and up, your shoulder blades rotate slightly up. Just do it a few times. Take your arm over the side and up and feel, what is my shoulder blade doing? And if you go over the front, it's not doing the same. You have to go over the side and up. You may feel that your shoulder blade rotates slightly out to the side. I show you in the next slide. Hang on. No, it's not there. Okay, then I can't show you. Okay, so these are the movements of the shoulder blades of a healthy shoulder. Sometimes shoulders don't do all the movements because we have an inflammation in the fascia or we have a teared muscle. And then we just have to work with what we have. This is the healthy anatomy of the shoulders. We can do single elevation in depression. We can, for example, lift the right and depress the left. It's hard to adduct or protract the shoulder blade such on one side. Normally we do both at the same time, but we can do a single lift on the outer rotation with one side, or we can do it with both sides. Today we're gonna use a few more new poses. This is half tortoise.
Tortoise. We have on the right side a butterfly, on the left side a tortoise. Because we have an outer rotation on one side and an inward rotation. Yeah?
I'm getting a picture of you in blue tights there, not the anatomy.
Do you get the half tortoise?
No. Oh, yes, with you, a picture of you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, picture of you. Yeah.
Yeah. So we have half tortoise as a new pose today. We have half tortoise twist. And because I just was saying, because one leg is an outward rotation, one leg is an inward rotation, most people need to sit up so that the hips are leveled and the spine can rotate evenly and all up along the spine. You want to see, when you see yourself, you want to see that the hips are leveled and that the shoulders are leveled. You don't want to sit behind, so that's a no, this is wrong. And you don't want to overarch in the lower back. We're also going to do mountain lift. Mountain lift, see how the sit bones are as high as you can, legs straight, and your sternum is lifted compared to mountain when you relax your spine in between your upper arms. Okay, now I'm gonna stop sharing the screen. And we're gonna start moving with our movement. And I hope that we can integrate all that knowledge about our arms, our hands, into our practice. So come into child pose on your mat. Beautiful. And bring your awareness to your breath. Natural breath. Effortless breath down into your lower lungs. Complete breath, the lower, middle, and upper lungs. And empty out all the way until you're fully exhaled. Your next exhalation, roll up into prep natural seat, round neck, chest, lower back, roll up until your shoulders are over the hips. Inhaling, lengthen into natural alignment. You can sit on a block. Inhaling, elevate your shoulders up, lift both shoulders up towards the ear. Exhaling, depression of the shoulders down, all the way down. 2 more, inhaling both up. Are they moving right and left side the same? Exhaling down. You may feel that one goes quicker, goes higher. Sometimes we had injuries, we have fascial problems in the shoulders. Then one goes maybe a little bit rusty. Beautiful. And then feel shoulder blades, abduction coming towards the spine and abduction broadening. Repeat, shoulder blades towards the spine, adduction, and then broadening. Beautiful. 2 more. Fantastic. Good. And then feel that upward movement with the arms and that connection of the shoulder blades. Just imagine that your shoulder blades don't stay like this on the back. They're going out, they're pointing out towards the side. So slight rotation on our back. Good. And from here, hinge forward into cat, and we do the same movements with our shoulders in cat alignment. In cat alignment, elevate your shoulder blades, pull them up to the ears, and then move the shoulder blades down, depression of the shoulder blades. And repeat, shoulder blades up to the ears and shoulder blades away from the ears. Right and left moving the same. Sit different with the hands on the floor. Fantastic. Back to neutral. Feel the abduction towards the spine with the shoulder blades and then out broadening abduction. And feel again shoulder blades towards the spine and then out broadening. Repeat. When you bring your shoulder blades towards the spine, you create like a valley between the shoulder blades. When you bring the shoulder blades out, you create a flatter back in the upper back. It's not cat and cat tuck. It's the shoulder blades gliding inward to the spine and the shoulder blades gliding out to the edges of our body. Beautiful. From here, we take our flow into mountain, lift, mountain, and then we try this movement there, our shoulder movements in mountain, mountain, lift. So lift up, either the hands on blocks or hands on the floor, mountain lift. Mountain lift, your sit bones are far up, heels down, and then relax your spine between your arms into mountain. And here, squeeze your shoulders to the ears, squeeze them up, elevation, and then shoulder blades down, depression. Shoulder blades up to the ears, elevation, shoulder blades down. 3 more. Sometimes we hear little cracking sounds in the shoulders, that's okay. Of course, if it's painful, you just come down earlier and away back into child. Let's all come from mountain into cat tuck, round from crown towards the sit bones. And inhaling cat, lengthen from the base. Exhaling, sway back into extended child. Toes stay tucked. Now in extended child, feel we don't want to have the shoulders elevated, pulled to the ears. Allow them to be away from the ears as much as you can. Not forcing them, but inviting them. And we also want to have the shoulder blades broaden out to the side. So abduction out to the side, broaden, not forcing, but creating that space by broadening the shoulder blades. Exhaling, cat tuck, round neck, chest, lower back, and feel when you do your cat tuck, cat tuck, are you pulling your shoulder blades up or can you keep them away from the ears? Inhaling cat, lengthen, shoulder blades stay broaden and away from the ears. Exhaling, cat bow, keep the shoulders away from the ears and broaden, elbows back, sternum forward, lower. And when you lift, also keep the shoulder blades away from the ears and broaden. Exhaling, sway back, mountain, lift, mountain. Shoulder blades stay away from the ears and broaden. And then mountain, relax vertebra by vertebra down. If you don't know where your shoulder blades are, you can pull them up, elevation, and then pull them back down to give them the right position. Exhaling, cat tuck. Don't pull your shoulders up. Round more in your spine. Inhaling, cat, lengthen from the base. And exhaling, sway back, extended child. Let's repeat. Exhaling, cat tuck, round neck, chest, but don't pull your shoulders up. Feel, isolate the movement into your spine. Inhaling, cat, lengthen from the base, shoulders stay away from the ears and broaden. 1 cat bow, you can do a partial bow, a full bow. For today, concentrate on that shoulder girdle away from the ears, broaden on the way down and lifting up. And then sway back, mountain, lift, mountain without clenching your shoulders to the ears. Your next exhalation, cat tuck, round neck and chest, but don't pull your shoulders up. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Keep them broaden. Inhaling cat, lengthen from the base. And exhaling, relax back into child. This round, we concentrate on our hands too. Feel your thumb and your index finger. They want to always stay grounded, as well as the little finger. Feel that these were the light green areas on our picture. We don't want to have a lot of pressure on the base of the hand where it goes into the wrist. That wants to be light. And we want to have moderate pressure on the middle finger, ring finger. Okay, let's keep that pressure. Thumb and index finger solidly grounded. Exhaling, cat tuck. Inhaling, lengthen from the base. Same pressure on the hands. Exhaling, cat bow. Inhaling, lift up. And exhaling with the same pressure. Index finger, thumb, sway back. Relax into the mountain. And then feel here, we don't want to have a lot of weight at the base of the hand where it goes into the wrist. We want to have the weight on the thumb, the ball of the thumb, index finger, ball of the index finger. Feel that junction between index finger and thumb that wants to be firmly grounded. And the little finger also wants to have some pressure. Exhaling, cat tuck. Keep these pressure points down. Inhaling, cat. Exhaling, extended child. Repeat 2 more rounds. And as always, if you need a break, please have a rest. Cat tuck. In cat. Awareness of the shoulders and the hand pressure points. Cat bow. Cat. Back, mountain, lift, mountain. Exhaling, cat tuck, rounding from the top. Don't clench your shoulders up. Keep them beautifully away from the ears and broaden. In cat. And extended child. Flow 1 more round on your own. When you sway back, there's time. Release the toes into child 1 or child 2. So in prep for child, you can choose whether you want to keep the arms forward or bring your arms back. And then vertebra by vertebra, relax into child. Stay here in child, complete Ujjayi breath. And as much as we want to place our shoulders certain way and use our muscles, we also want to relax the shoulders. So feel how much can you relax around your shoulder blades, the top of the shoulders to the neck and into the upper arms, relax. Relaxing that area around your heart and in your neck, around your throat. If you hear your Ujjayi breath, let it be a gentle sound, no tension in your throat by creating that Ujjayi sound. With your breath awareness, exhaling, prep natural seats, round from the neck into the chest, lower back, keep the shoulders, arms relaxed. Inhaling, lengthen from the base, wait until your sternum is lifted, collarbones broaden, bring your hands to the heart. Exhaling, hinge forward into prep, cat bow one, hands pointing towards each other. Feel the natural alignment in your spine, tone your core, lift your sternum, shoulders away from the ears broaden. And then while you push internally your hand towards each other, bow down. And inhaling, lift up. And repeat. And feel here in cat bow one, it's pretty easy to keep the shoulder blades stable. They hardly ever want to move up and elevate towards the ears. This arm position makes it very easy for our shoulders to stay well aligned. Now feel your hands. Can your index finger and the knuckle of the index finger, the thumb, stay down? Or are they lifting up these points? If so, try to keep these points down. And if you, as soon as you feel they lift, you can't keep them down anymore, change direction. One more. Exhaling, sway back into prep for child. Choose arm position, child. Consciously relax in your shoulder girdle, arms, hands, neck. Bring your awareness to your full breath, finishing each exhalation fully and inviting each inhalation to be a complete breath, filling lower, middle, and these upper lungs. Every time when you come up with your breath to the upper lungs, you fill that internal space of your shoulder girdle. It's very therapeutic for the shoulder girdle, for its alignment, to have complete breath. Every time when you exhale completely, it gives internally a signal for the next deep inhalation. So don't waste that last part of a complete exhalation. Your next exhalation, prep natural seat, round from crown to sit bones. Check shoulders relaxed, away from the ears. Inhaling, lengthen, wait until the sternum has lifted, collarbones broaden to bend the elbows and bring your hands in. Hinge forward into prep cat bow one. Feel again your pressure points in your hands, shoulders away. Exhaling, cat bow one, push your hands towards each other and bow down. Inhaling, lift up. Once you have lifted up, sway slightly back, turn your hands forward, and we go into cat bow two. Feel elbows go back, sternum forwards, and feel these shoulder blades. It's harder not to elevate them. Inhaling up. Sway back. If you want, you can always do a cat roll in between, if we have done quite a few now by now. But I want you to feel that this shoulder blades in cat bow one, they're easy aligned down and back. In cat bow two, which we alternate, you really have to keep the elbows in so the shoulder blades stay beautiful aligned on the back. And with the movement, elbows back, sternum forward, you keep them depressed rather than elevated. One more round. So we want to have the shoulder blades abducted, broadened out to the side. And we want to have the shoulder blades in these poses depressed, not elevated. Next time when you're up, sway back into prep for child. Choose your arm position and sway back in the child pose of your choice. You can visualize your shoulder blades in the back. These beautiful rotator calf muscles that hold the shoulder blades aligned. They attach them to the ribs and then to the upper arms, to the shoulder joints, into your armpits. One layer of muscle is between shoulder blade and ribs, and 3 of the rotator calf muscles are between skin and shoulder blades. Your next exhalation, prep natural seats. Keep shoulders away from the ears while you round from crown to sit bones. Inhaling, lengthen into natural alignment. Lift the sternum beautifully, broaden the collarbones. Inch forward into cat. We go into basic slant, creating a diagonal line between hips, shoulders, and head. Now here, it's very easy to elevate the shoulders when we lower. But we also here want to keep the shoulders away from the ears and broaden. So just think of shoulder blade right out to the side and shoulder blades down. And from here, we lower down into face down. The elbows go back, sternum forward, and make sure you don't let your shoulder blades come up. Inhaling, Cobra 1, Cobra 2. Lift your hips, sway back, prep for child, child. Exhaling, prep natural seat, round from crown to sit bones. Inhaling, lengthen. Lift your sternum, broaden your collarbones, bring your hands in. Inch forward into cat. Longer cat, diagonal line between knees, hips, shoulders, head. Check that your shoulders are depressed and broadened, down and out. And then keep that, plus the pressure point in your hands, bend the elbows and lower down. Inhaling, Cobra 1, Cobra 2. Exhaling, prep for child. Into child. Last round. Natural seat. Cat into basic slant. Lowering down into face down. Cobra 1, Cobra 2. Child. Exhaling, prep natural seat, round from crown to sit bones, shoulders away, broaden, relax. In lengthen, natural alignment in the spine. Inch forward into cat. Shoulders away from the ears and broaden. Exhale down. And from face down, we go into prep for half locust. Chin moves forward, arms back. Lift your hips, let your arms glide underneath your hips. If chin forward is not comfortable, you can turn your head to one side. Inhaling, extend your right leg back, lift your right leg up. Exhaling, lower down. Inhaling, extend your left leg back, lift your left leg up. And exhaling, lower down. And repeat, alternating sides. Our shoulder girdle here, broaden away from the ears, relaxed. Next time when you're down from your left side, lift your sternum, neck and head. Turn your head vertebra by vertebra towards the left, right ear down to the floor. Tuck your left toes under. And inhaling with the straight leg, lift your right leg up. Right side, half locust asana. Every breath a complete breath. Your next exhalation, slowly release. Release your left toes. Lift your sternum, neck and head. Vertebra by vertebra, turn your head back to center. And then vertebra by vertebra, turn to the other side, releasing your head. Tuck your right toes under. And then go for your left side, half locust asana. Check in with your front of your pelvis, that both sides of your pelvis are on the ground, leveled. Shoulders relaxed, neck relaxed. Breath complete. Facial muscles relaxed. And with your next exhalation, release the second side down. Release the feet. The head remains to the side. Lift your hips and bring your arms out to the side, face down, rest. Be the observer of the breath. Once we attend to our breath, often the breath becomes more expansive. We invite the breath to become finer. Yogis describe the fineness of the breath Like a breath, if you would hold a feather underneath the nose, the feather would not move. Your next exhalation, face down. Ground your hips, lengthen the spine, lift sternum, head, and bring your hands next to your ribs. Inhaling cobra pose, and feel here the shoulders are depressed away from the ears and broaden out to the side. Elbows are towards the body. Lift your torso and lift your legs. And exhaling, lower down both. And repeat. Today, focus on the shoulder girdle, keeping shoulders depressed and broaden. And also these finger points. Same here. Index finger and knuckle of the index finger, thumb grounded, and that little finger grounded. No heaviness in these wrist points of your hands. Repeating, even flowing up, even flowing down. Cobra boat asana. Beautiful. And then lower down, and when your nose comes straight down, we go half cobra into face down rest. So ground your hips, lengthen the spine, lift your sternum and your head. Lift your hands and over the side, let them glide back. Beautiful strengthening pose here, and feel how the shoulders are depressed and broaden. And then exhaling, lower down. Once your nose is just hovering over the ground, vertebra by vertebra, turn your head towards the left, face down, rest. Allow relaxation through the body. And from the skin inwards towards the bones, allow relaxation too. Relaxed minds, only observing the breath and relaxation in the body. Face down, ground your hips, lengthen your spine, lift your head, sternum, and glide your hands in. Inhaling Cobra 1, Cobra 2. Exhaling, lift your hips, sway back into child. Your next exhalation, roll up into natural seat. In lengthen, natural alignment of the spine, the doppel curves. And from here, hinge forward into cat. Bring your right foot next to your left knee. Sit back, and you maybe want to sit most likely on a pillow or a block. So most of us need an elevation. Raise your right heel and rotate from the thigh your right leg out. I have beautiful sunshine on my face today. So we have here an outer rotation in the right. In the left side, we have a tortoise, so it's an inner rotation. And the aim is to have our hips leveled, these hip crests, and often you have to palpate here. Once these hips are leveled, your spine can rise up straight. If one hip is higher, your spine creates a curve. And in this curve, to twist is not healthy. So try to find that level of your hips. If your knee is a little bit up, you can have a pillow underneath your knee or a block underneath. But first, let's move our neck. Exhaling, curl your chin in, round. Inhaling, lengthen, feel the vertebrae of your neck, vertebra by vertebra. And repeat, exhaling, rounding. Inhaling, lengthening. While you repeat that movement, feel the shoulder remain away from the ears and broaden out so that the front and the back of your heart is wide. Next time when you're up, side bend, right ear to the right shoulder. And also here, feel vertebra by vertebra. And then vertebra by vertebra back. Repeat alternating sides. Beautiful. Back to center. We come into a twist to over the right knee. From the base of the spine, twist towards the right. And for today, check the shoulders. Often we round a little bit in the shoulders. Keep your shoulders broadened front and back. Keep your neck long. And be gentle on your neck. Don't overdo it in your neck. As I showed in the picture, make sure your shoulders are really over the hips. You're not behind. And also the natural alignments in our spine in the twist don't overarch. If you like, deepen the twist with the next exhalation. Feel from the base of the spine your vertebra by vertebra deepening. You can use your arms as a leverage. Your next exhalation, unwind. For a moment, feel the difference between right side and left side. From here, roll behind the sit bones round. Bring your right knee up. From your hips, hinge forward into cat. Exhaling, cat tuck, round from the base. Inhaling, cat, lengthen from the base. Repeat and feel the difference between right side and left side after the twists. Twists are great release in our back. Next time when you're in cat, step forward, left foot next to your right knee. Sit back on your pillow or block. Outer rotation with your left thigh. Lengthen your spine in natural alignment. Shoulders over the hips. Maybe palpate here. Your hip crests, are they leveled? Check in with your shoulders, are they leveled? Here we do also a neck movement. Turn your head to the right, right chin to the right. Imagine you trace a necklace along your chest to the left. And then half a circle up. And repeat. Jaws relaxed, facial muscles relaxed. Holding your shoulder girdle broad, front and back. Next time when your chin is at the sternum, change direction. Next time when your chin is at the sternum, bring your head up. Holding your spine in natural alignment, shoulders over the hips. Twist from the base of the spine towards the left. Hips remain leveled. Would be very easy to lift the right sit bone here, and shoulders remain level. Make sure your neck is not overstretching, overturning. And as the twists are really wonderful to relax our back muscles, check in, am I tensing anywhere? Can you relax? And then deepen maybe a little bit more with the next exhalation from the very base, vertebra by vertebra. And exhaling, unwind. Relax from the sit bones, round back. Bring your left knee up, hinge forward into cat. Exhaling, cat tuck, round from the base. Check in that you surround your spine. It's not about pulling the shoulders to the ears. especially in the thoracic spine. That's part of the spine between the shoulder blades. It's often very stiff. It's naturally stiffer because we have the ribs attached. So we really want to tune in and feel these vertebrae between the shoulder blades to move that part of our beautiful spine, the back of our heart. Shoulder blades stay away from the ears and broaden, not forcing but inviting them to that position. Exhaling, sway back into child or into mountain, you choose. Mountain is for some people a resting pose, so you can do that. Both poses, make sure that you keep the shoulders relaxed. We don't tense in the shoulder girdle. If you are in child, roll up into natural seat. If you are in mountain, flow through cat, tuck into cat. And release the toes, child, and roll up into natural seat. Quarter turn, basic squat. Sit towards the left, finger face to the long side of the mat. Bring your legs forward. Hip lift yourself onto your mat. And a quarter turn towards the front. Have your blocks ready in the middle of the mat. And exhaling, roll yourself back down, prep to lower. Here feel also the shoulders stay away and broaden. Let your core muscles work. Don't pull your shoulders up. In knees to chest, either with the knees in the elbow creases or with your knees parallel. Stay still at center or rock from side to side. When you rock from side to side, feel it's a vertebra by vertebra, like a twist to the side, and vertebra by vertebra back. It's a great core strengthener. Beautiful, back to center. Feet parallel, hands on the knees. Feel the natural alignment in the spine. Sacrum to the floor, lumbar spine a little bit away from the floor. Back of the heart to the floor and neck a little bit away from the floor. Exhaling, lower your feet down and arms down without losing the natural alignment in the spine. And inhaling back up into knees to chest, just as we did last week. Repeat. Focus here, natural alignment of the spine, especially in the lower back. You need a lot of core muscles, not to hyper extend in your lower back. Now keep going a few more rounds and check, do you tense in your shoulder girdle or neck? Pre-basic would be that we hold the natural alignment. If you can't hold it all the way down, you just, at the point where you feel now I'm overarching, you would give one foot down and then the other foot down. Our aim is to bring both feet at the same time to the ground. I demonstrate that once more. If you feel like you're overarching or need to release one leg earlier, feel there is a point where you lose your natural alignment in the spine. Then you release one leg and then the other leg, holding the natural alignment in the spine. 2 more. If you want to challenge yourself more, so we had to challenge yourself less, is when you bring one leg after the other at a certain point down. If you want to challenge yourself more, you would bring your legs further away, holding natural alignment. And then you pull your legs in and the knees in. So you can try both beautiful core and spine stabilizing exercise for our spinal health. Holding natural alignment while our limbs are moving. Exhaling, partial recline. Inhaling, bridge roll 1. Roll to the back of the belly button or the lower ribs. And exhaling, release back down. Inhaling, rolling up. And exhaling, releasing down into natural alignment. Beautiful strengthening for the pelvic floor and core. Muscles and fascias. Work on symmetry between right and left. Beautiful energy we give to the root in the second chakra through that beautiful movement. Helping with circulation in our reproductive organs. Like a little cradling there. Beautiful. Next time with the next inhalation, roll through bridge roll 1 seamlessly into bridge roll 2, where we create a diagonal line between shoulders, hips, and knees. And exhaling, feel the vertebra by vertebra, lengthening to the heels and lowering down. You may can roll up through bridge roll 1 into bridge roll 2 with 1 breath. You may need 2. And same with the breath down. When you lengthen and you really elongate the spine towards the heels, you may need more than 1 breath. Just use as many breaths as you need and connect to each vertebra. Also try to create an even flowing movement. So we want to give each vertebra the same attention. Beautiful. And for the ones who have bridge roll 3 in their body and want to do bridge roll 3, next time when you roll up through bridge roll 1 into bridge roll 2, feel your groins lift, your sternum lift, shoulders away from the ears. And then exhaling, Same here, you feel each vertebra, you lengthen the vertebrae to the heels. Just think of these fascial tissues along the spine that we elongate, more space for the discs in between. Beautiful massage for our spine and the wholeness of the structures in our spine. Check in with your knees, that your knees stay parallel. Big toes always grounded, toes grounded but relaxed. Keep flowing until your next time in bridge, and we go into bridge asana. You have two options. You can place your blocks underneath, or you can interlace your fingers underneath. Now feel, we're gonna adduct our shoulder blades to the middle line. We're gonna move the shoulder blades to the middle line, but the shoulders also stay away from the ears. They stay depressed. No force, always invitation. And then check with your neck. It still has a little curve away from the floor. Facial muscles relaxed. And feel that strength in the entire back of your body holding you in the pose. The back muscles, the glutes. Keep the breath flowing. And you may feel the back of your body holding firm and the front of the body moving with your breath. I'm gonna let you hold for 5 more breaths. You know, at any time, if you feel you wanna come out of the pose earlier, you do. And to come out of the pose, broaden your shoulder blades, both sides symmetrically. Then feel each vertebra elongating towards the heels and lowering down. In partial recline, have a breath and allow buttocks and back muscles to relax. Feel the natural alignment in the spine. Allow a beautiful deep breath. Exhaling, knees to chest. With breath awareness, exhaling, prep, hip side stretch, arms, feet partial recline. Extend your left leg along the mat. Hip lift onto the left outer hip. And then twist with your knee. Knee twists to the left. Sternum, shoulder, neck, and head to the right. Shoulders want to be grounded, so you have options here to ground this right shoulder. You can rotate with your right arm around. It may help to ground that right shoulder already more. But sometimes we need to push with that right elbow a little bit into the floor and lift the entire shoulder girdle to ground that shoulder girdle more. Sometimes the right shoulder remains lifted. We can put a pillow down underneath. Once you have established your twist, check that there is no tension in shoulder girdle and neck, that we get a beautiful twist in the spine. No tension in the spine. Remember, twists are to relax the spinal muscle. Support your twists with your breath. Beautiful. When you are ready, unwind. Prep hip side stretch. Partial recline, arms next to the body. Really important for the alignment of the shoulders before we go into knees to chest. And we repeat on the other side. Keep your breath flowing. Prep hip side stretch. Right leg extends. Hip lift onto the right outer hip. And twist with your knee. You can help your shoulder to ground by circling around with your left arm. Or you can dig with that left arm into the floor to lift your shoulders and ground them that way. Just think of the shoulders are here at the foundation of the twist, and the spine twists away from the shoulders. So ideally we have them beautifully grounded. Once you have established your twist, surrender to the healing of our yoga poses and support the healing with complete breath. You feel you have done both sides even. Exhaling, unwind. Partial recline, arms next to the body. And knees to chest. Exhaling, spider. Spine stays in natural alignment, head down. Raise your heels, separate your knees and hold on, either to your ankles or to the feet. You have always the option to have a pillow underneath your head. Now feel that muscular work holding the sacrum towards the ground. Check in with the shoulders, relaxed. Of course, they're reaching out, so there is some tension in the shoulder girdle. Don't pull them to the ears, and give them permission to relax in that pose too. Neck, jaws relaxed. Exhaling, knees to chest. Release your hands, bring your knees together. Complete breath remains. Exhaling, partial recline. From partial reclined, reclined butterfly. Check in here that you have natural alignment. Then raise your heels and bring your knees out to the side. And then feel here, in case you overarch, lift your hips and lengthen your hips towards the heels. And then release them onto the blocks. You like the blocks here so the muscles can relax. We get into deeper layers as well as fascial tissue to relax here. And remain with your complete breath. And then decide for yourself whether you want to remain for final relaxation in reclined butterfly, or whether you want to come back up into knees to chest, maybe rotating with the knees out and up, and then relaxing through partial recline into tranquility. You can have your blocks or bolster underneath your thighs. Feel your natural alignment in the spine. And then give attention to your shoulder girdle. Feel the shoulder plates want to snuggle towards the ground. Your upper arms rotate out, palms facing up. Your neck in alignment away from the floor, facial muscles relaxed. Forehead relaxed and the eyelids gently closed. The inner eye gaze to the spot between the eyebrows. Inner eye mudra. Your lips relaxed, the tongue relaxed into the bottom of the mouth. Relax your jaws and invite a bit of space at the back of your teeth. Feel your shoulder girdle broaden, your sternum lifted, and your breath down into the base of your lungs. Invite your abdominal muscles to relax and the pelvic girdle to relax. And give permission for the hip joints as well as your thighs, knees, calves, and feet to relax. Your mind in a witness state, inviting calm into your heart. Allow inner calm to pervade your heart space. Relaxation deeply into every cell of your body. Let go into the inner flow. Deepen your breath and be with your breath. Allow movement into your body. Knees to chest. Sit yourself up in a comfortable seat and observe your breath. And then we leave our mat today. Make sure you don't rush. Can I keep that awareness? One breath, one movement, relaxation in action with me, with my daily activities. So yoga sneaks more into our life. And the good mantra for the day is, how relaxed and joyful can I be? Namaste.